What makes a great movie truly resonate with audiences? Is it the grand spectacle and groundbreaking special effects? Sure, those are part of it, but there's another key element that elevates a film to the highest echelons of cinematic excellence. We're talking about those singular, transcendent moments of brilliance, scenes that burn themselves into the fabric of pop culture forever. Well, in this video, we'll see the top 10 greatest movies of all time, so watch it till the end to know all of them. Without any further delay, let's start with number 10. Number 10, Mad Max: Fury Road. Mad Max is like a 2-hour adrenaline rush that never lets up. Imagine this, a post-apocalyptic wasteland, roaring engines, and non-stop car chases. George Miller returned to the franchise after nearly 3 decades and showed us how action movies should be done. What sets Fury Road apart is its commitment to practical effects. Those insane stunts? Real. Those massive explosions? Real. It's a symphony of chaos orchestrated to perfection. And let's not forget the characters. Tom Hardy's Max is a man of few words but a lot of grit. And Charlize Theron as Furiosa? She's a one-armed warrior with a mission, and she absolutely steals the show. The film's visual style is a feast for the eyes, with stunning landscapes and a color palette that makes the wasteland look eerily beautiful. And the score by Junkie XL? It's the pulse-pounding heartbeat of the film, driving the action forward. Fury Road is more than just an action movie. It's a statement. It's about survival, redemption, and fighting against tyranny. It's a wild ride from start to finish, and it firmly earns its spot on this list. At number 9, we have No Country for Old Men. It's the kind of movie that stays with you long after the credits roll. The Coen brothers crafted a modern western that's as much about the landscape of the human soul as it is about the Texan desert. Javier Bardem's Anton Chigurh is one of the most chilling villains ever put on screen. His performance is nothing short of mesmerizing, cold, calculated, and utterly terrifying. You can feel the tension every time he steps into a scene. Then there's Tommy Lee Jones playing the weary Sheriff Bell, a man grappling with a world that's slipping into chaos. His weathered face and thoughtful eyes tell us a story of their own, reflecting on the changing nature of crime and justice. The film's dialogue is sparse but loaded with meaning, and the cinematography captures the stark, haunting beauty of the landscape. There's a quiet, unsettling power to the way the Coens let scenes breathe, building suspense with every frame. No Country for Old Men isn't just a crime story, it's a meditation on fate, morality, and the relentless march of time. It's a cinematic tour de force that deserves every bit of acclaim it gets. Taking the 8th spot is Francis Ford Coppola's epic war film, Apocalypse Now, 1979. This is not just a war movie, it's a journey into the darkest corners of the human psyche. Apocalypse Now is the kind of film that pulls you into its nightmare and doesn't let go. Coppola didn't just make a movie about Vietnam, he created an experience. From the opening notes of The End by The Doors, you know you're in for something unforgettable. Martin Sheen's Captain Willard is our guide through the descent into madness. His mission to find and terminate Colonel Kurtz, played by the enigmatic Marlon Brando, becomes a haunting exploration of the thin line between civilization and savagery. The film is visually stunning, with Vittorio Storaro's cinematography painting the jungle in eerie, otherworldly hues. Every frame is meticulously crafted, pulling you deeper into the heart of darkness. And then there's the sound. The helicopters, the explosions, the haunting score. It's a sensory assault that puts you right there in the thick of the chaos. Apocalypse Now is as much about the Vietnam War as it is about the human condition. It's intense, unsettling, and ultimately unforgettable. It's a monumental piece of filmmaking that earns its place on this list. At number 7, we have Sergio Leone's iconic spaghetti western, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966. The film redefined the Western genre and gave us some of the most memorable moments in cinema history. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is the ultimate showdown of gunslingers and grit. Sergio Leone created an epic tale of 3 men on a quest for buried gold, set against the backdrop of the American Civil War. It's a movie that's as stylish as it is thrilling. Clint Eastwood's The Good is the epitome of cool, the silent, deadly sharpshooter who says more with a squint than most do with a monologue. Lee Van Cleef's The Bad is the perfect villain, cold and calculating, but it's Eli Wallach's the Ugly, who steals the show with his unpredictable, larger-than-life persona. Ennio Morricone's score is legendary. The haunting whistling, the epic crescendos. It's a soundtrack that's instantly recognizable and perfectly complements Leone's sweeping visuals. The final standoff at the cemetery is one of the most iconic scenes in film history. The tension, the close-ups, the music, it's pure cinematic magic. At number 6, we present Sidney Lumet's timeless courtroom drama, 12 Angry Men, 1957.
What's he so wise about? I'm telling you.
Hey, now, come on. Now, we're not gonna get anywhere fighting. Whose turn is it next?
This film is a masterclass in tension, dialogue, and character development. 12 Angry Men is the kind of movie that proves you don't need big budgets or special effects to create something truly riveting. Set almost entirely in a single room, it's a film that grips you with its intense exploration of justice and human nature. Henry Fonda leads an outstanding ensemble cast as Juror 8, the lone holdout in a murder trial who slowly convinces his fellow jurors to re-examine the evidence. Fonda's calm, rational demeanor is the perfect counterpoint to the heated emotions of the other jurors. Each juror represents a different aspect of society, and watching their prejudices and biases come to the surface is both fascinating and infuriating. The dialogue crackles with intensity, and the characters are so vividly drawn that you feel like you're in the room with them. Sidney Lumet's direction keeps the tension high, using close-ups and camera angles to create a claustrophobic atmosphere. The black and white cinematography adds to the stark, serious tone of the film. At number 5, we dive into Paul Thomas Anderson's epic tale of ambition and greed. There Will Be Blood, 2007. This film is a powerhouse of storytelling and performance, led by mesmerizing Daniel Day-Lewis. There Will Be Blood is a film that grabs you from the first scene and doesn't let go. Daniel Day-Lewis delivers one of the greatest performances of all time as Daniel Plainview, a ruthless oil man whose insatiable thirst for wealth consumes everything in its path. From the moment Plainview strikes oil, you're hooked. Day-Lewis embodies this complex character with such intensity that you can't take your eyes off him. His portrayal of Plainview is both terrifying and tragic, a man driven by ambition but ultimately undone by his own greed. Paul Thomas Anderson's direction is nothing short of brilliant. The film's visual style, with its stark, haunting landscapes, perfectly captures the desolation and beauty of the oil fields. Johnny Greenwood's score is equally haunting, providing a relentless driving undercurrent to the film's events. The film's exploration of themes like ambition, power, and the corrupting influence of money is both timeless and profoundly relevant. The relationship between Plainview and the young preacher Eli Sunday, played with equal brilliance by Paul Dano, adds another layer of complexity to the narrative. Coming in at number 4 is Victor Fleming's enchanting classic, The Wizard of Oz, 1939.
Afraid, huh? How long can it stay fresh in that can?
This film has been casting its spell on audiences for generations, with its magical story and unforgettable characters. The Wizard of Oz is the kind of movie that defines childhood for so many people. From the moment Judy Garland's Dorothy steps into the Technicolor world of Oz, you're swept away on an adventure that's as heartwarming as it is fantastical. Judy Garland's performance is pure magic. Her portrayal of Dorothy is filled with innocence, wonder, and longing for home that resonates deeply. And let's not forget her iconic rendition of Over the Rainbow, a song that has become an anthem of hopes and dreams. The film's colorful, imaginative world is brought to life with stunning set designs and costumes. The Yellow Brick Road, the Emerald City, the Wicked Witch, every element is iconic and etched into the cultural consciousness. The supporting characters are equally unforgettable. Ray Bolger's Scarecrow, Jack Haley's Tin Man, and Bert Lahr's Cowardly Lion are endearing and memorable, each bringing their own charm and heart to the story. Landing the third spot is Frank Darabont's 1994 masterpiece, The Shashank Redemption.
Bringing him for dead anyway. So anyway, this lawyer fella says to me, your brother died a rich man. Oil wells and shit. Close to $1 million.
This film is a soul-stirring journey of hope and friendship that has touched the hearts of millions. The Shawshank Redemption is a film that feels like a warm, comforting embrace. It's the story of Andy Dufresne, a man wrongfully imprisoned, and his unbreakable spirits. Tim Robbins' portrayal of Andy is quietly powerful, embodying hope and resilience in the face of unimaginable hardship. Morgan Freeman as Red is equally captivating. His deep, soothing voice and wise demeanor make him the perfect narrator, guiding us through the highs and lows of life at Shawshank Prison. The friendship between Andy and Red is the heart of the film, a beacon of light in a dark, oppressive environment. Frank Darabont's direction is masterful, capturing the bleakness of prison life while also highlighting moments of beauty and humanity. The film's pacing is perfect, allowing us to fully immerse ourselves in the world of Shawshank. The screenplay, adapted from Stephen King's novella, is filled with memorable lines and poignant moments. The film's exploration of themes like hope, redemption, and human spirit resonates deeply, making it a timeless classic. Taking the second spot is Michael Curtiz's romantic wartime drama Casablanca, 1942.
I wouldn't have come if I'd known that you were here. Believe me, Rick, it's true, I didn't know.
Funny about your voice, how it hasn't changed. I can still hear it.
This film has stood the test of time as one of the greatest love stories ever told. Casablanca is the kind of movie that gets better every time you watch it. It's a tale of love, sacrifice, and resilience, set against the tumultuous backdrop of World War II. Humphrey Bogart as Rick Blaine is the epitome of cool, his cynical exterior hiding a deeply romantic soul. Ingrid Bergman's Ilsa Lund is luminous, her chemistry with Bogart electric. The story between Rick and Ilsa is as heartbreaking as it is beautiful, filled with longing and unspoken words. Their scenes together are pure cinematic magic. The film's dialogue is legendary, filled with iconic lines that have become part of our cultural lexicon. Here's looking at you, kid. We'll always have Paris. And play it again, Sam. Every line is a gem. Max Steiner's score, particularly the haunting as time goes by, adds to the film's emotional depth. The music, combined with the atmospheric cinematography, creates an unforgettable experience. At the top spot, we celebrate the joyous Singin' in the Rain, 1952.
I'm driving to Beverly Hills. Can I drop you someplace?
Well, I would like to get out of this ventilated suit if you're going by Camden and Sunset.
This film is a dazzling tribute to the golden age of Hollywood musicals, bursting with charm, humor, and unforgettable performances. Singin' in the Rain is pure cinematic joy. Gene Kelly, who co-directed and stars in the film, delivers a performance that's full of energy, charisma, and infectious happiness. His iconic dance in the rain is one of the most joyful moments in film history. Debbie Reynolds shines as Kathy Selden, bringing a mix of sweetness and spunk to the role. And let's not forget Donald O'Connor, whose make 'em laugh routine is a masterclass in physical comedy that never fails to bring a smile to your face. The film's musical numbers are legendary, from the exuberant Good Morning to the spectacular Broadway melody sequence. Every song and dance number is a testament to the talent and creativity of the performers and choreographers. The screenplay is witty and charming, poking fun at the transition from silent films to talkies with a lighthearted touch. The chemistry between the cast is electric, making every scene a delight to watch. And there you have it, folks, our countdown of the top 10 greatest movies of all time. Hope you like it. If you have any other movies in mind, let us know in the comments section down below. See you in our next video. Bye!